Hey Slide Masters, here's another edition of how to adjust animations in a PowerPoint slide. Here we go. So here I'm using PowerPoint Office 365 and the version number is 16.37 on a Macintosh. And you'll notice that there's some animations and then there's not animations on these 4 slides we're going to look at. So here there's no animations for the bullets, but then when I go to the next slide, you'll see that these reveal on. And then this next slide it doesn't reveal on, and then these don't reveal either. So what I want to show is how we can make it do different things that we want it to do. So if I go back to this first slide, let's say we wanted to animate all these bullets. I'm going to double click. I'm going to click on my animations. And then I want to click on my animation pane so I can see the list. And I'm just going to click on this text box. And you'll notice I want to click on the edge of the text box. I don't want to just click somewhere in the middle of it. I want to click on the edge of the text box so I have the whole text box. And then I want to pick the animation that I want to do. And maybe I want to do a wipe left. So I'm going to click wipe. And you'll notice it's wiping from the bottom up. So we want to fix that. And so here's our effects. So we want to do from left. Okay, and that looks good. But now we need to know what are our effect options. Okay, so it's from left, that's good. And then our timing, each one is on a click. Okay, great. And so let's see how that looks. So I have to click to get to the first one, and then click to get all the rest of them. That's good. But sometimes you want to go to a slide and you want the first one to come up automatically, or maybe wait a second. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So you want to select on the first one. So this is the first bullet. This is the first bullet we want to edit. And so we don't want it to be on a click. We want it to be after previous. And let's make it delay for like 0.5 seconds. So let's look at that. So you notice how it just came on shortly after we went to the slide. And then the rest of them are on clicks. So that works really good. Let's say we don't want this to animate. We don't want any of these to animate. So again, just select your text box, and I'm just going to click and delete. Just delete each one. And so now it's just going to come on all at once. Okay? Again, I'm in my animations pane in order for me to see it. So you can see that there's no animation here, but there is an animation here. Now let's say I wanted to copy this animation, the way it's acting, onto this one here. This is a really cool trick. So again, select the outside of the box, and in your animation area you want to click on Animation Painter. And it basically turns into a paintbrush. Okay, and I'm going to scroll over here and get to this slide, and I want to click on that text box. And notice how it's animating just like that other one. So let's check it. Remember that first one came in a half a second after we went to the slide. I didn't click for that because we copied it from that previous one. And then I'm clicking to get the next ones. So that's how you can delete an animation or replicate an animation or even adjust an animation. And then another thing is sometimes people have an animation and it's all screwed up. It's like it's not going in order. So we're going to mess this up a little bit. So I'm going to move this up here, and I'm going to move this down here, and then let's look at it. So I'm clicking through the animation, and it's, what's going on here? Why is it not going in order? It's because they got moved somehow in here. So really all we have to do is we say set your intention as number 2. So we'll just move this up to after don't, and then don't fire, and then make it goes after don't fire, and then ask is the last one, so we'll pull this back down, and then let's see, we can actually click here to just preview it really quick and see what order it's in. And that looks good. So hopefully this helps you understand how to manage animations and how to create them from scratch.